Judah, 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 Judah. Judah, 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 Judah. The scepter would never leave Judah. The scepter would never leave Judah. The scepter would never leave Judah. I'm Judah. Christ sprang out of Judah. King David was Judah. King Asa was Judah. Don't crowd me up, who gon' rouse me up? Alistair Crowley, your time is up. It's a big mess, I gotta clean it up. Esau, the end of my kingdom's up. On the eagle's neck, I'll press. I woke up from my rest. I woke up from my arrest. My rulership is up next. No vex. Judah, 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 Judah. Judah, 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 Judah. The scepter would never leave Judah. The scepter would never leave Judah.
School of Biblical History and Practical Knowledge. We are here at 2610 Granby Street. For those that don't know, we have class every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7 p.m. until 9 p.m. All right. So if you're in the area, go ahead and come through, sit down. We also have class in Houston. This is going to be, the address should be on the screen. We got our class there. They have class every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, the Shabbat morning. All right, their classes are from, as well, 7 p.m. until 9 p.m. All right, and then we also have San Antonio, and then we also have newly Rochester, New York. So Rochester is jumping. So if you know anybody in that area, we ask brothers and sisters to go ahead and hit us up. We'll get them in, or get in touch with Priest Kazaki to let you know exactly where they're having class at, so that we can get brothers and sisters out there taught. What do we have for announcements? Announcements also as well. We have San Antonio. I think I may have said it, but San Antonio, listen, the classes are dynamic. Y'all got to subscribe. Again, that's going to be ISBHPK San Antonio. You got Shamshawan out there. You have Priest of War. You have Priest Dawiyad. So you got a lot of elder teachers out there, man, that are dropping bars, flames. So check them out. As well, we have Priest Mashaba. So Priest Mashaba is going to be on the Blog Talk Radio. You can find that on blogtalkradio.com/Mashaba. Here's a question. Who online, who has actually checked out the Blog Talk Radio? Put a 7 in the chat. Anybody in class check out the Blog Talk Radio? Priest Mashaba? I know I had to get y'all. Listen, y'all got to check it out. Take the time. Take like 10 minutes out. On the iPhone, you can actually download, I forget which app it was. I don't have the iPhone anymore, but there's an app that you can download for Blog Talk. You can actually have all their archive classes, or again, just go online. So that's going to be blogtalkradio.com/Mashaba, Mashahba. I'm trying to say, I was heat up on there for years. Breakdowns, Daniel's breakdowns, Revelations. A lot of good classes, man. A lot of good classes. As well on Friday nights, San Antonio has Kabakab do a. What is that? Team viewer or Zoom call? I think it's a Zoom call that he does from Honduras or Guatemala. My apologies, Guatemala. So y'all gotta take advantage of that. Kabakab, again, that's another pioneer in the truth. Been in 25 plus, 30 plus years. So this man's a Judite speaking fluent Spanish out there in Guatemala. So check him out. Again, it's a lot of good knowledge, a lot of good edification. We also have other channels that you can link in. Anybody check that out? The other channels that we have, the media show. Come on, y'all gotta get on it. There's some heat on there, man. There's some heat. It's called the Hidden Truth Bible Show. So what you do, you just go to the main YouTube channel, and then you're gonna go to channels, and you'll see all the sub channels underneath it. That's gonna be the Hidden Truth Bible Show, which is more of your documentary style. You have your 5 minutes of wisdom, something good that you can send to your mom, send to your grandma, send to your auntie, send to a coworker. That's again going over lust, anger, little small different topics that could definitely touch our people. 1 second. We also have the Israelite Media Corp, which is our news channel. So something a little bit more up to date about news that's happening in the world. So these are all different channels that we tailored for the edification of our people. Different types of style. You have this one is more of the long classes. You know, we have again the 5 minutes of wisdom and the Israelite Media Corp and Hidden Truth Bible Show. So that's been going on for a long time. But again, the new narrative of how we're doing it is more of like visual. So we have one about chariots. We got one about predators in plain sight. That was a good one. You know, we got some other excellent videos coming. So check that out. For those that need garments, Israel Wear is ready for you. All right. The sisters are ready there for you. You can find them on Facebook, which is going to be Everything Israel Wear on Facebook. All right. If you want any types of fringe shirts, headbands, armbands, bracelets, they got everything, man. Get you right. Sisters, if you want dresses, they probably could do it. Hit them up. Any types of, they used to do purses, but still, whatever custom garment that you want, hit the sisters up and they'll definitely get back with you. We also have our subscription package for brothers and sisters that want, you know, something every month, something different. Get your friends game up. Go on our website. That's going to be isbhbk.com/fringed up. That right there is going to give you a shirt and a headband every month. All right, the theme changes, the color changes, the fringes changes, the headband changes. You know, so that's something that you definitely want to get locked in with and get your fringe game up. Even with that, again, that's on our website. Who's been on our website? Put a 7 in the chat if you've been on the website. You got, right, sister in the back says she's been on the website. Since it's been up. Why? She created it. But, you know, again, we have these different outlets for you to link in with us. Anybody in here been on the website? Anybody? How'd you like it? It's popping? Website? Yeah? You been on the website? No? Hey, isbhbk.com. Just check it out. You know, we got the calendar on there for the feast days, dealing with classes. So, again, we got to get proactive, man. Get out the norm, break off the dust. You know how the what do they call them? The conscious community. You know, decalcify your pineal gland, brother. You know what I'm saying? Shake off some of that calcium, man. You know. So, and what that means is, you know, do something different. You know, check out the website as well as our Facebook. So we have it out there for you. All right. Hebrew Academy. Hebrew Academy is for again, priests that want to do it the right way. That want to be taught how to raise up the people, how to counsel their brothers and sisters, how to raise up leaders. You know, this Hebrew Academy is doing it all. It's showing a man how to, number one, be a soldier, and their growth, you know, into an officer and further on. So this program has been going on since the beginning. It hasn't changed. Same protocols. So if you're interested, any brothers, please hit us up. Me and Lakarad are running Hebrew Academy. I'm running it here out of Virginia, which is going to be every Wednesday from 7 p.m. until 9 p.m. We do Zoom. All right. Houston is going to be doing, I believe, every Tuesday. I think they stop Thursday, but definitely Tuesday. Hit them up, probably Thursday as well. So you can get in contact with myself or Lakarad. We got you with that. All right. If you need to contact any of the priests, hit up Priest Kazakia. He's there for you, as well as Quadazak. Again, you know, they'll get back to you as soon as possible. If it's during class, we ask you text only. Priest Kazak is doing class the same time we're doing it here, a little bit longer. Every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday and Saturday, all right? Or Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So be mindful of that. We also have our business suite ambiance. The sisters are doing an excellent job putting things together. Good fragrances. We got our subscription packages, man. They're not expensive. You can definitely get you a nice gift every month. Get you smelling as good as we do. We got your bath salts. We have your soaps. We got your bath bombs. Again, the sisters do a fabulous job at concocting these different subscription boxes. Each month they have different themes. So please support. You can go to our website. That's going to be sweetambiance.com to get you locked in. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, a sin is everything. You know how they say it? You know, a sin will bring back a memory. You know, or do what? Make a memory. So check it out. We also deal with your fragrances, your Versace's, all your Bond Number 9s, your Desire by Alfred Dunhill, your Tom Fords, minus the alcohol and water. Holla at us, we got it. It smells good, lasts long, it's natural. We do custom mixes, so nobody smells like you. So please hit us up with that. We've been doing this for over, again, that's another 25 plus year business that's been maintaining the edification of Israelites around the world. Because ISHPK has been around the world when it comes to online teaching. So please check us out there. Again, that's going to be sweetambiance.com. Any donations, we greatly appreciate it. Books, Bibles, Apocryphers, it's definitely needed. If you got a van, send it. You know, we need that road crew. Any type of electronics you think we may need for even just having class, it's all accepted. We greatly appreciate all the help that's been going on. You know, even those that have been given for alms monthly. You know, we thank you. So with that, we're gonna go into this class, man. We got part 3, so I'm trying to get through this class. I got one more part 4, but it's okay. You know, this is for those that haven't. Shalom out. For those that have been watching, hopefully you've been tracking, going through just what happened to Israel for us to go through this. Again, Jerusalem to be taken out of our hands. And we also know, you know, Samaria was taken as well from the northern kingdom, 722 BC. You know, so, but we have to see exactly what were the acts and why did the Most High cause Jerusalem to be literally just, manhandled out of our hands. Because when you go through these stories that we just went through, Zedekiah at the beginning, how Zedekiah had his eyes poked out, you know. No, first he seen his kids die in front of him. Then he had his eyes poked out, and then he died in prison. So it's like, dang, the Most High really did him like that. But we're getting more of a in detailed understanding of what our people were doing in that time and their mind frame. It's all about the psyche. What were they thinking? What were they doing? What were the actions that caused them to go through what they went through? You know, and this is needed, again, because a lot of times we move the same way our ancestors did. And that's why our way is hard. When we go through what happened to the kings, man, and we're going to start, because we ended with Manasseh on part 2. And we didn't finish going through Manasseh, but I want a brother to get 2 Kings. Go to 2 Kings just to restart it up. 2 Kings chapter... 2 Kings chapter... where we at?
19 or 20.
Where we at?
19 or 20.
No, we're gonna start at 2 Kings 21 in verse. You can do verse 3. Almost there. This is 2 Kings chapter 21 in verse 3. And just to get back in again, Manasseh, you know, just to give you a little synopsis, you know, Hezekiah, his father was a righteous man. He did what was right in the eyes of the Most High. But then all of a sudden he had his son that came behind him in his stead and did what? The complete opposite. Actually, let's just start there. Let's just start. Have y'all been watching? Okay. On this series? Okay, listen, I'll go back a little bit, you know. I'll touch it a little bit. But we're going to start at verse 3, just to give you an understanding of what was going on with Manasseh. Not following his righteous father's example, which was King Hezekiah. All right, go ahead.
2 Kings chapter 21 and verse 3.
Uh-huh.
For he built up again the high places which Hezekiah his father had destroyed.
Think about it, he built up again because why? A lot of our fathers was doing what Solomon was doing. Solomon was out here doing what? Worshiping other gods. You know, his wives had him hooked, man. On Baal and Ashtaroth and all these other different deities he was giving himself into. Manasseh was like, listen, I seen what Pop did, but shoot, you know, I always had that thought about the dark side, you know. I want to see what that be like. I want to get a little bit more deeper and see what was going on at the groves. Huh? How we were sacrificing our kids. Because that was really going on. They were sacrificing our kids to these gods. But where you at?
And he reared up altars for Baal.
Go ahead.
And made a grove, as did Ahab, king of Israel.
Yeah, Ahab, king of Israel. Go ahead.
And worshipped all the hosts of heaven, and served them.
Think about that. Worship all the hosts of heaven, all the angels, you know, all the stars who they thought they was worshiping, all the moon. You do it now. You know, horoscopes, astrology, stargazers, right? We going real deep up in. I had a conversation with somebody. They was talking about the 10th, the 9th, 10th, 11th house. How deep can you get into the conscience, the 11th house of an individual's personality? Huh? Going deep into what? The Scorpio? You Aquarius, Cancers, right? This is what our kings was doing. They was going deep into it. Read.
And served them.
And did what?
Served them.
See, and that was the issue. When it came to the Most High, he was like, nah, you're going to serve me. We're going to get deeper because it's good. Because we're going to see why the Most High had his wrath upon Israel.
You said, so serving it a little bit like your sign is like the devil or something?
Say that one more time.
Serving like astrology or something like the devil?
You got to talk louder, right?
Like serving astrology is like the devil or something?
Yeah, they were participating in pagan worship. Whatever that might have been. They were participating in some type of worship that was outside of the Most High. If it could have been to the stars, they could have had their little parties. Again, we went over it, and actually I took the book home. My apologies. I thought I had it up here, but I took it with me, unless somebody got me. But when it goes into the Satan's angels exposed, it was going into the rituals that they had. You know, they had you had the nude worship. They would get in a circle. You have the priestess in the middle praying. You know, and it's funny because when you get into, we got a class on it, but when you get into like a lot of pagan worship, when you deal with these witches and warlocks and wizards, they actually built their fundamental understanding of that dark side like the Bible. They had Sabbaths. Witches got Sabbaths, you know. So they have all these different things that they try to correlate to the Bible in a sense, you know, to have like this religious feel. I'll bring the book Thursday. Thought I had it. Somebody got it? Somebody got me for it? Huh? Oh, damn. Okay. Definitely don't have it. But still, just showing forth. They would bring forth again some type of vibe that was close to the Bible, but it was opposite, completely opposite. So there, and we're going to get into it to specifically see exactly what they were worshiping. Go ahead.
2 Kings chapter 21 and verse 4.
Uh-huh.
And he built altars in the house of the Lord.
Right.
Of which the Lord said, in Jerusalem will I put my name.
So just showing forth that it was just disdainful for them to put altars in the Most High's temple. Like, how disrespectful can you get? That's like the white man coming to your house and putting up the American flag. Like, you better be proud to be an American. You better burn that pork on that barbecue pit. Eat them baby back ribs and the baked beans. Shut the hell up. Same thing. The Most High was like, you dirty, disrespectful individual.
I see myself do that a lot. And still, I do it still. Aquarius sign, it's a lot of stuff that I did, and I see the sign, and it's like I exactly did that.
Did what?
The loner, the heartless thing, and this thing, and third. It's like, I don't know if that's the devil or if that's really me.
The loner thing is not the Most High. The loner thing is what we learned from the world. You know, when you go through the scriptures, we're going to go through them. When you go through the scriptures, it never talks about, you know, just us being by ourselves and lonely. No, the Most High said, where two or three. Actually, let's go there real quick, just on that point. Let's go to Ecclesiastes. And I don't want to go too far off, but just the loner spirit is not of the Most High. So we're going to hit a couple scriptures just on this, but I don't want to take it off too far.
I ain't like all talk to you. I apologize. But,
No, you good.
I say that because that's what my sign said, you know. Like,
Your sign?
Yeah,
I believe it. Cats run, they go after the sign. So whenever you give your power, you give your mind and belief to something more than the scriptures, that's your God. Because why? You give it power, you give it your attention, you give it your reverence. See, the Most High wanted Israel to reverence Him, right? He wanted us to reverence what the Bible said. He wanted us to reverence what the commandment said, not reverence what the horoscope said. This is going to make you fruitful. This is going to bring forth money. Listen, all you got to do, put your little statue right here of Don Julio, you know, pour a little tequila shot, you know what I mean? Burn your little frankincense and myrrh stick, or whatever, or your sage bundles. Burn that real quick, you know, jump up and down 3 times, clap your hands. Yeah, huh? That's going to get you right. No. See, but a lot of our people do that. It's easy. I'm trying to, you know, and it's when we go through these stories, it's easy for an Israelite or just our people in general in the nation to do what? They really feel like they're putting forth an effort into something and it's going to work. They literally believe it. Think about it, a lot of people believe fake dreams. But they believe it because why? They're actually applying themselves like to all the little small details, but the Most High was like, just do what I told you to do and you'll be okay. But that wasn't enough for us. We needed something to pique our understanding. But to go back to what you said, you know what I want, Shaquat? Read where you at.
Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 9.
Yeah, Ecclesiastes chapter 4 and verse 9. Go ahead.
2 are better than 1.
Read it again.
2 are better than 1.
You know, and these are simple scriptures, basic scriptures, just to give us an understanding of the spirit of the Most High. He said 2 are better than 1, but you know what our people is? I'm gonna die by myself. One deep entertainment. I know Zero, the One Deep King. He's a purchaser of sweet ambiance. Just to let y'all know, yes, he's smelling good as we do. He got plenty bottles. But I had a good conversation with him, but Zero's definitely been environmentally changed, but his mind's not by himself, man. He ain't by himself. Zero got people around him. He got his managers around him, but a lot of our people go into this lonely state. Why? Because they start smoking a ganja. They start getting depressed, getting by themselves. But America wants to instill that within our people. But the Most High said what?
2 are better than 1.
Go ahead.
Because they have a good reward for their labor.
Think about it. It's hard to do things by yourself. If you had another brother there to help you, things will go faster, a lot smoother, a lot more efficient. And I'm going to say this, 2 brains is better than 1. A lot of individuals do things the hard way. But if you got somebody else to kind of weigh out the balance, you're like, dang, okay. I'm happy I had a brother here. Think about it. You can be as hard as you want to in your mind and in your spirit. When you be out there by yourself, you be feeling sick, man. You see the sitcoms with people together and everybody giving high fives. You feel bad. You be like, dang, I wish I had that. But then what happens? A lot of times we go back into that spirit. It's like, nah, you know what? I can't trust no nigga. I can't trust no man. We go into that mind. But that was never the mind that the Most High wanted for us. Go ahead.
For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow.
Go ahead.
But woe to him that is alone.
Read that again.
Woe to him that is alone.
Yeah, so if the horoscope says you a loner, that's opposite of the Most High. That's contrary. But again, think about it. A lot of our people go to the horoscope more than they deal with the Bible. The Most High will show you how to get a man. The Most High will show a man how to maintain a woman. The horoscope ain't gonna do that. The Bible will let you know how to continue to be fruitful and prosperous in your life. You ain't gotta go to no horoscope or roll dice. You know how cats used to do it back in the day with the 8-ball? Shake that joint up. You know what I'm saying? You ask your question, you see what they eating. Come on, man. Cats out here doing the Ouija board, and you getting touched that night because you did that? Huh? Yeah. You messing with the wrong thing. So yes, our people is dealing with all these different ulterior methods to get what they wanted. Whatever it could have been. Joy, food, love, fulfill their lust. But look what it did to us. That's the beautiful part about it. I love it. Look what it did. Look what it's done to us. Look how our people look when they by themselves. Heartbroken. They sick. You know, Drake said it the best. I keep saying, trust issues. And people got trust issues, man. But I love it because the Bible deals with all aspects of how the brain wants to justify it being by itself or us being by ourselves. A lot of us been done wrongly. But the spirit of being by ourselves is not from the Most High. Read it again. Read verse 10.
Come.
And we'll jump back.
For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone.
Yeah, woe to him that's alone. Destruction to him that's left alone. Nobody's there to help you up. Nobody's there to give you a little bit of sound advice, especially biblical. I'm talking about biblical friends, not talking about worldly. I'm talking about the biblical, us in our environment. We're not meant to be alone. I know it feels like it, but what is that? That's you trying to pull back and be the old man. This right here, this building, this internet, it wasn't done alone. We weren't self-made. Self-made? Please. Who told you how to write up your LLC? Who told you how to put the money in the bank? No, wait a minute. Who told you how to invest your money? Ain't nobody self-made, Doc. That word is made up. Nobody's self-made. You're helped some kind of way. So again, that's just the spirit of the world in how they're trying to divide Israel. As we go in the scriptures, And we see with the Most High, whenever we didn't give our attention to him, he destroyed us. So what is the nations doing now? They're trying to get our attention to be on what? Ourselves. Rather than him, reverencing him. We all get selfish. Come on, everybody can attest to that. But the Most High is not, that's not what he requires of us. He requires of us to kill our old self for us to be what? Buddies. Family members, brothers and sisters. Right? So, jump back. But again, that's what your horoscope says. That ain't what the Bible says. But again, that's why the Most High said we weren't supposed to be dealing with all these different gods. He didn't even want to surround these people. Why? So that they can be impressionable upon us. To where we look at it and we're like, oh man, for real? That's how you got that? That's all it was. But go ahead, read where you at.
2 Kings, chapter 21 and verse 5.
Go ahead.
And he built altars for all the hosts of heaven,
right,
in the two courts of the house of the Lord.
And what was he doing there? I want you to hold that. I guess it's the same thing. Nah, keep reading.
Come. Verse 6.
And
he made his son pass through the fire.
Yeah, made his sons pass through the fire. They were sacrificing their own sons. For whatever. Could have been money. Could have been the feeling of I want more. But think about it. What do we sacrifice for the things that we want? A lot of us sacrifice our spirit, man. We literally we go to the dark side for material gain. That's what Manasseh was doing. Manasseh was countenance was dark. Go ahead.
And observed times.
And did what?
Observed times.
Yeah, stargazers. You observing times now. That still goes in the same thing about the horoscopes. Same thing. Time and seasons. You reading. You got palm readers. Come on, man. Y'all ever dealt with a palm reader? Anybody? Got your hands read? Oh, I know. Listen, it be out there. Y'all better not. I'm trying to tell you. Bro, it be gypsies and it be Judah. I had a Judite slide up on me in the mall. This is how I know it was weird. The brother, he was like, he's like, Hebrew Israelite? Oh yeah, man. He hit me like, I know you're an Israelite, but let me show you something. I was like, he's like, let me see your palm. I was like, hell no. But what he did, because Rose is there, he got Rose's hand. Oh yeah, it's that money. I was like, you ain't touching me. But but again, our people like to entertain all that. Why? Because they need a instant gratification. They need something to make them feel good right then and there. They need something to make them feel secure, or again, fulfill that void area, not knowing that the void area was going to come from the Most High and following Him. But what our people is what? We're impatient. Cats be so impatient that they like, man, you know what? Nah, man, I got to flip this brick right now to get this money, man. Nah, man, I gotta go to the club and go get me, Tyrone, man. Tyrone gonna be my boo tonight, man. Gonna make me feel good. Yeah, it's temporary. Tyrone gonna be gone in the next week or so. You know how it go. Come on, boo. But that's Israel though. It's funny because we do the same thing continually back then. Same thing now. Check it. Go to Ecclesiastes. Let's hit it. Hold that. Hold it. But that's why I like to go through these stories, and that's why we're gonna go through these stories more in depth to understand, again, how our people were moving, what they were doing specifically. A lot of Israel, we don't like to look at ourselves and recognize how we're moving, how we're talking, and how we're being perceived in the eyes of the Heavenly Father. Is it righteous or is it wicked? Is it off or are we on point? Or is there work to be done? Everybody has work to be done. But that's why we go through these scriptures to see exactly where we mess up at. And what we don't want to repeat, right? Anybody? We don't want to repeat, or y'all want to repeat it? All right, man. I'm just checking, man. A lot of cats, listen, they love the dark side. Go to, you know what I want? Come on, man. Go to Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. Yeah, Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 9. Apologies. So, what is that? Malachi 3:16. Oh, that's Hakawah. Khan, 25 and 1. There it is. Right? Yeah. Go ahead, read that where you at.
Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 9. The thing that hath been is that which shall be.
Go ahead.
And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun.
I gotta see that and understand this. There's no new thing. What they was doing back then, we doing now, even harder. Why? Because we really don't even understand the standard of the Most High. And we're gonna get into the story to give you understanding of, they knew when they were messing up. They were more closer to the Most High than we were, or now. They seen the hand of the Most High. Think about it, Hezekiah. Hezekiah literally didn't say anything to the Assyrian messenger, and what happened? The Most High smote his whole army. Killed 85,000 men. One angel. They probably like, man, what the heck was that? And then on top of that, the king went back and died. Or was it, and died. Oh, no, was it the king?
God.
Or was it I think it was the messenger. It was a messenger that died. But still, the messenger died, but he was killed by his own children. So you think about it, it's just showing forth that, we have to see that how our people were dealing back then is slightly how we deal now. That was Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. There's nothing new under the sun. We can't walk around and think as if everything's okay. We're moving in the spirit. No, a lot of us move like our ancestors. So we got to check ourselves. We don't want to be a Manasseh. It's easy to do that. It's easy to watch you online. You talking to Cleo. Who is Cleo? Yeah, I was just wondering, man. I'm having a hard time in my relationship, man. How can I get through it? But listen, put your little honey in the bowl, little egg, stir it together, and you'll be fine. Put him on the left side, put him on the right side. I'll bring him back up. Put you down, I'll put you back up. There it is. Put you down, I'll put you. That's what movie was that?
That was
what movie was that? Shalomai, what movie was that? The Voodoo Doll? Spell. Oh. Our people be on that geeky life, that voodoo life.
I just heard a story today.
You gotta talk a little bit louder, please.
I said I just seen the story.
Can I pass in the mic? Oh, yeah, you gotta get this on the microphone, all right? Let all brothers and sisters hear this across the world. Oh, yeah, now, yeah. So, can you turn this on for me?
Oh, it's on.
It's on? You probably got to pull up the little thing. Yeah, there it is. Perfect. No, can you slide that up? There it is.
We in it.
There it is. We in there.
So it was like yesterday. I had talked to my coworker. He's Haitian, right? So he was telling me.
Yeah,
so he was telling me how they have mermaids, and the mermaids like they trap you and drag you underwater and keep you for like years sometimes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He said his granddad got snatched.
Right.
And he was like, they practice voodoo and like train people how to practice voodoo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then he was telling me about how when he was younger, his neighbor practiced a lot of voodoo, and he was like that. He basically he seen his dad seen him like about to transform into an animal or something like that.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about all of it, but
hey, listen, that happens when you be on peyote, man. You hit that peyote out, you start seeing things. Listen, I'm gonna say this: the brain will tell you anything. Drive for a long period of time. You think you see a man walk across the street. You know what I mean? Things I be seeing. Well, I was like, hold on, wait a minute. Did I just see that? I'm driving 24 hours straight. The brain is exhausted. But a lot of people that go into that realm, bro, they on drugs. They on types of stuff. But I'm gonna say this: not only drugs, they got spirits on them, man. Yeah, so them spirits got them seeing all types of things. I'm about to transform, brother. Please, I ain't never heard no werewolf story in the Bible. We got to see there's two nature of men, or there's a beast and a human. They don't intermingle, So we got to understand that, even with that, because we have a Levite brother in the building. He can attest to all the voodoo that they do down there. But bro, those spirits will take you into a dark area.
Yeah, like he was telling me.
Oh, hit that mic.
He was just telling me like different things that like happened like when he was growing up and stuff, like what happened in Haiti and stuff like that. And I'm just like,
right.
You gotta watch this Spirits.
Oh yeah, they're real. Think about Saul. Saul actually brought forth the spirit. He raised up a prophet on him real quick, man. You know, she was like, "Why'd you do this Saul to me?" Come on, you know, it depends what you entertaining. We understand that the Most High has the all power. You know, go ahead. What you got?
The angels is the only thing I know of that's in the Bible that transforms.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, he's talking about a guy was transforming into an animal.
Sometimes, I don't know, but he said he went to go get his machete and then he came back home.
There it is. Now we got to 185,000. I stand corrected. 104,500. Yeah, 185,000 men that the angel took down. Let me see. Yeah, what is that, Shalom? It says 104 score and 5,000.
185,000.
104 score, 5,000. Yeah. But think about that. But yeah, listen, you can go knee deep into that satanic realm. I ain't touching it. Cause why? Manasseh did it. Look what happened to him. Let's read.
Come. 2 Kings, chapter 21 and verse 6.
Go ahead.
And he made his son pass through the fire and observed times,
Right.
and used enchantments and dealt with familiar spirits.
Yeah, enchantments, and that's like dealing with like these magicians. You know how to make things, potions, and again everything you see on TV, Abracadabra, Sabrina, all these different shows. You know, it'd be real. I ain't tapping into that. I'm tapping into the almighty power that'll smush all that. That like Dawiah just said, that killed 185 men. Stop playing, man. Go ahead, read.
And dealt with familiar spirits.
Familiar spirits. So now you're dealing with individuals that's calling people from the dead. Go ahead.
And wizards.
And what?
Wizards.
We got male witches. Go ahead.
He wrought much wickedness.
And think about it. Even the male wizards, you have Sammy Davis Jr. Sammy Davis Jr. was part of the coven, of the satanic coven under Antoine LaVey. That's coming in the video we're going to show you. He was called a wizard, or they call him a warlock in their ranking system. He was a warlock. But again, our people dabble into that. Why? Because it seems cool and, you know, all the white people are doing it, so I'm going to do it. Hey, let's give it a try. You get sucked in and it's over. You mentally gone. Go ahead.
He wrought us wickedness in the sight of the Lord.
Go ahead.
To provoke him to anger. And he set a graven image of the grove.
He did what?
He set a graven image of the grove.
Go ahead.
That he had made in the house.
This dude's wicked, man. He put a graven image in the temple of the Most High. Go ahead.
Of which the Lord said to David. And to Solomon.
Go ahead.
His son.
But again, y'all gotta understand, Manasseh is literally doing these acts, and the Most High is mad at him about this. We gotta ask ourselves, what do we do to where the Most High is mad with us? What are we doing? What are we worshiping? Hold that. Go to Deuteronomy 12 and 28. Deuteronomy chapter 12 and verse 28. What are we doing that is similar to Manasseh? Manasseh's doing the wizards, the enchantments. What are we doing? What secret ritual you got? Because the Most High is against this. Read where you at.
Deuteronomy 12 and verse 28.
Go ahead.
Observe and hear all these words which I command thee, that it may go well with you.
That it may do what?
Go well with you.
If you want things to go well with you, this is what we should be doing. This is what Manasseh did not do. Go ahead.
And with thy children after thee forever.
Go ahead.
When thou doest that which is good and right in the sight of the Most High thy power.
Go ahead.
When the Lord thy God shall cut off the nations from before you.
Yeah, see, the Most High cut the nations off so that they wouldn't be an example, a bad example upon us. Did we hit this last class? We hit the scripture already? Last class? Finish it.
Whither thou goest to possess them. And thou succeedest them and dwellest in their land.
Go ahead.
Take heed to thyself.
Right.
That thou be not snared by following.
See, and that's what it was. That we were snared by what they were doing. We were infatuated. We were infatuated by it. Think about it. You see a nice little boo, male or female. Like, hold on, wait a minute. Who is that? What is her name and what is his name, right? What happened? You start to run after that. It's the same thing dealing with these actions of what the nations were doing. Keep reading.
After that, they be destroyed from before you.
Go ahead.
And that thou inquire not after their gods.
Why? Why did the Most High not want us to acquire after their gods? Go to Proverbs 12 and 26. A lot of our people get into things unnecessary. Y'all be getting in things that the Most High is like, bro, why are you even going over there to entertain that? Why are you entertaining that party? A lot of us go to a party and we get introduced to new things. You go to the world, you thought it was a nice little kickback party, they got all types of drugs on the table. They got the meth, they got the dog food. I know y'all know what dog food is. Don't act like y'all don't know what dog food is. Heroin. I ain't know what dog food was until I came out here. Dog food, black tar. You got the weed, you got the Xannies. You getting turned up, and then what happened? They got the Ouija board. Oh, listen, man, Azazel's gonna be here tonight. Come on, look, yeah, Azazel. Come on, man. A lot of our people, they get snared by what the nations do. Read where you at.
Proverbs 12 and 26.
Go ahead.
The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor.
We don't have that in our mind. We don't think that we're more excellent. We don't think that the way that the Most High, the laws and statutes that He gave us is excellent. You know why? If we did think that, we wouldn't give ourselves unto this weak doctrine of the nations. We wouldn't give ourselves to the thing that's opposite of what the Scripture said was going to give us life. The Bible just said if you want it to go well with you, follow this. But it says the righteous is what?
More excellent than his neighbor.
We are. See, but a lot of us been dirty and like literally in the mire and filthy with all these disgusting habits that we think that living righteous is an issue. See, that's the problem. That's why the Most High said, woe unto them that think good is evil and evil is good. That's what generation we're in now. We really think it's bad or evil to do good. Think about your family members. They look at you like, oh, you trying to get your life right? You're like, what? You ain't even my son no more. Like, hold on, wait a minute. You mean you wanted me to go out there and just jump around from woman to woman and smoke all the weed up and come to your house smelling like 5 pounds? Look at you in the eye and tell I want something out the refrigerator? That's what you wanted me to do? Like, I don't understand that. Hold on. You want me to just talk reckless to anybody rather than having some class? Like, think about it. They really are saying good is evil and evil is good. Because when it comes to being righteous and wanting to get your spirit right, that's weird. You look, is that a dress? Like, what is that? You ain't got your twerk leggings on? Huh? You got clap? Ugh. You ain't smoking blacks no more? No, my lungs. Ugh. Like, come on. But, read it again.
The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor.
Go ahead.
But the way of the wicked seduceth them.
Yeah, that wickedness. Ooh. Hit the tarot cards. Ooh. It's like gambling. I know how I feel. It's like gambling. You see that card? Like, ooh, what is that? The protection card. Ooh, the protection card. Run out the next one. Ooh, endurance. I knew it. I knew it. Protection. I knew that's what I needed. Like, nigga, you didn't know nothing what you needed. Your diet ain't even right. I'm talking about what I needed. Stop the madness. I done dealt with a person so deep into tarot cards. She had the animal tarot cards. She literally thought animals talked to her. I looked at her. I was like, you need this mixture right here. That'll be $40. I was like, whoa. Man, sister, hey. I don't think animals talk to you. I don't think that deer that was walking across the street that looked at you, probably was like, he looked at you because you was looking crazy. Probably what he was doing. But again, it says the way of the what?
But the way of the wicked seduceth them.
And it does. And that's what was going on when it came to Manasseh. And I'm going to show you. Jump back down. 2 Kings 21. 2 Kings 21. We can get through this real quick. 2 Kings 21 in verse 7.
2 Kings chapter 21 and verse 7.
I tell you, better stay pure. See? You better stay pure. Because this true out here in these streets is getting individuals, man. There's a lot of people going crazy. Y'all got to watch the news. all these different cases of individuals killing their kids, huh? Little kids killing the whole family. What you think they entertaining? It definitely ain't Christ. It's not Christ. Come on, man. It's crazy out here, but why? But our people were giving themselves to the same spirit. That's why they were killing them. It says that they were putting them through the fire. Go ahead.
And he set a graven image of the gold that he had made in the house,
Go ahead.
of which the Lord said to David and to Solomon his son, in this house and in Jerusalem, which I have chosen out of all the tribes of Israel, will I put my name forever. Verse 8. Neither will I make the feet of Israel move anymore out of the land which I gave their fathers.
Right.
Only if they will observe to do according to all that I have commanded them, and according to all the law that my servant Moses commanded them.
Go ahead.
But they hearkened not.
But they did what?
Hearkened not.
Come on, man. It says they hearken not. Read.
And Manasseh seduced them.
He did what?
Manasseh seduced them.
Manasseh was a shady character, man. He said he seduced his own people to fulfill his lust. Listen, it ain't fun unless the homies having some too. Get on over here, man. We all gonna be here. Got the sugar pole up, man. Work, 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 work. Getting A-Rap money. A-Rap money. I thought that was coming from. Come on. Y'all ain't think they had strippers back in the day? Yes. They had them in there. Flipping on the poles. Doing everything. Probably the same moves, man. Go ahead.
And Manasseh seduced them.
Go ahead.
To do more evil than did the nations whom the Lord destroyed before the children of Israel.
Listen, Manasseh didn't care. Manasseh said he did more evil than the nations did. Like, bro, you learned this from the nations, but you took it up a notch. Acts 7, verse 51. I'm going to show you why. Manasseh had issues. He was like, no, I'm going all the way to the dark side. There was something that the Assyrians, there was something that Moab, there was something that I liked that they did that I wanted a piece of it. I wanted to be indulged with that, man. So he did worse than the nations. Excuse me. Read where you at.
Acts 7, verse 51. Ye stiff-necked and uncircumcised in heart and ears.
Come on, man. Manasseh was stiff-necked as I don't know what. Excuse me. But a lot of us move like that. We know what's right. Manasseh knew what was right. He was going against even what his own father did. Go ahead.
Ye do always resist the Holy Spirit.
They do what?
Resist the Holy Spirit.
He resists the Holy Spirit. How did he receive that? He received it from Moses, from the law. His father taught him. His father raised his household in that. It says you do resist the Holy Spirit. Go ahead.
As your fathers did, so do ye.
And the sad thing about him, his father did it. But the patriarchs before him did. The kings before him. But he had a good example. But what was he doing? Whatever his own lust was, man. You know how cats like my palms itching. Well, what that mean? You know, I got to get into something, son. You know, I got to get some money. Like, where that come from? Your palm is itching. So he was just going off of what? How he felt. What he wanted to do. He literally got turned out. Remember, he was 12 years old. He was 12 years old when he came in the rain, and he was in rain for 53 years. I think it was 53 years. He was in rain for 55 years. He had a long time to do some wickedness, man. The Most High allowed him to act a fool. But there was consequences of that. Go ahead.
Verse 52. Which of the prophets have not your fathers persecuted?
Go ahead.
And they have slain them which showed before of the coming of the just.
Think about it. Manasseh was killing prophets too. He was killing. If he was doing so much wickedness, listen, he didn't care about righteousness. You better shut the hell up or die. Either one. You're either going to get killed, because when it goes down, it says that he spilled many blood. That he shed much innocent blood. Who you thought that was? Just the kids? No. That was individuals trying to stand strong for the Most High. Manasseh was an off individual. He was definitely tainted. Go ahead.
of whom ye have been now the betrayers and murderers.
You're what?
Betrayers and murderers.
Yeah, betrayers and murderers. They're betraying not only their own brothers, but the Most High. Read.
Who have received the law by the disposition of angels.
Go ahead.
And have not kept it.
Come on, man. They had signs, wonders, angels coming down. But they still didn't keep that. Jump back to Kings. Jump back to Kings. We're seeing why 586 BC had to happen. Why the sieges had to happen. It was more than one siege. There was 2 sieges on Jerusalem. Think about that. The Most High is poetic. He's poetic because why? We put it on ourselves. A lot of things that we befall under is caused by our own hands. What we do. The actions. Go ahead.
Verse 10. 2 Kings chapter 21 and verse 10.
Go ahead.
And the Lord spake by his servants, the prophets, saying, because Manasseh, king of Judah, had done these abominations, and had done wickedly above all that the Amorites did, which were before him, and had made Judah also to sin with his idols.
Think about it. He was just influencing the nation. You go ahead and catch this idol, man. It's like us having a picture of Beyonce in our house. Listen, man, I ain't gonna lie, I've been praying to this the last week or so. Got everything I needed, man. Go ahead and put Bay up in your household, man. You know what I'm saying? I got a gold figure. You know what I mean? Go put Bay up there. Oh yeah, you listen. Go put Jay-Z up in your man cave, man. Go up pray to Hove. You know what I'm saying? Jehovah, right? He the king, right? Come on. What's up?
You saying because I see a lot of a lot of our people having pictures of like Nipsey Hussle and stuff like that. That's like you looking at the idols and stuff like that. It
depends on again what they're doing. Are you worshiping an individual? You know what I'm saying? Are you worshiping this man? Just think about it. Is it wrong to have pictures? No. What are you doing with those? And I'm just giving this example of individuals worshiping idols. Idols is something that you put above, again, the Most High. Anything could be an idol. Money, cars, clothes, women, men, jobs, feelings, emotions, idols. Yourself, it's an idol. You put that over worshiping the Most High. The Most High says, follow me and your days will go well. But they chose to do opposite. So, again, it's just, what's the intent? Like, I got a car, but am I worshiping the car? No, I just drive the car. Gives rise to brothers. But you got some cats that do what? Cats will kill for cars. You got some swingers on that bad boy, they'll kill for that joint. What that mean? They are out the spirit. They worshiping that ride. They worshiping, they're covetous on what somebody else has. So there's a lot of things that could be idols, but it depends on, again, what our actions are towards it. You understand? Jump back.
Verse 12. Therefore thus saith the Lord God of Israel, behold, I am bringing such evil upon Jerusalem and Judah, that whosoever heareth of it, both his ears shall tingle.
Yeah, my ears gonna tingle. You're gonna hear about it, man. Just saying, you're gonna hear about it. This is real. This is finna come to pass. Read.
And I will stretch over Jerusalem the line of Samaria, and the plummet of the house of Ahab.
Go ahead.
And I will wipe Jerusalem as a man wipeth a dish.
That's sad. He said, I'm going to wipe Jerusalem as a man wipeth a dish. You know how you just clean a dish off? That's Most High just going to wipe out Jerusalem. You washing dishes, putting it up? It ain't nothing. Most High said, y'all are disrespectful. Y'all got to go. You're not getting blessed anymore. You're not taking the spankings. You're not taking the prophets. You don't want to listen to Isaiah. You got Ezekiel out here in captivity with you too. They didn't want to listen. Read.
Wiping it and turning it upside down.
Go ahead.
And I will forsake the remnant of my inheritance.
Think about that. Why? Because of their actions. Go ahead.
And deliver them into the hand of their enemies.
That ain't how it's supposed to work. That ain't how it's supposed to work. But because we chose to do what we wanted to do, y'all got to see, like, we're not living in a PlayStation game. This is real. This is real history. This really happened, and it's still happening. Did y'all just see about the shooting about the brother in Wisconsin? What's his name? Jacob Blake. What was the Calvin? All right. What was the verdict for Jacob Blake? Anybody for the officers that killed him? Anyone? Bueller. I can't hear. I got hearing problem. You gotta get up a little bit higher. Or talk a little bit louder.
Oh.
Was it Jacob Blake? Oh, I'm mixing up the
Yeah,
names.
that's I was trying to think. Like,
I think it's Jacob Blake, right? Yeah.
So, yeah, they found him not guilty, right?
They found him what?
Not guilty. Oh, and the one they did find guilty, it was because when he shot, the bullet went next door to the neighbor's crib. So, yeah.
Think about that. Come on, man. Our people's getting handed to. The Most High has lifted up his hand off his people. But it's because we were doing things outside the spirit. Again, we got to ask ourselves, what are we doing to not get blessed by the Most High? What are we doing to seem like trouble's always knocking on our door? If it ain't one thing, it's the next. And I'm talking about not just like everyday situations. I'm talking about like things that's like, it shouldn't be happening to you. Or should it? Oh yeah, if you just turn that off. Or should it? But read where you at. Keep reading.
2 Kings chapter 21 and verse 14.
Go ahead.
And I will forsake the remnant of my inheritance.
Read.
And deliver them into the hand of their enemies.
Because a few bad apples. All our leaders weren't bad. You had a few bad ones. Solomon kicked it off. Solomon kicked it off with the groves. He was probably having all the exotic parties. Think about it. I know y'all seen the movie. What was that movie with what's your guy? Leonardo DiCaprio? You know the movie. Huh?
Gatsby.
Great Gatsby. I can see Great Gatsby in the ancient days. All the nice suits, all the parties. Bring over the champagne. They had champagne parties. They was back there in the woods doing disgustingness, man. Huh? You slide in the room, you just smell like, what is that smell? It's like burning flesh. It's like, what is going on? Oh, no. You go back to the party, get you some hors d'oeuvres. Come on, man. It was turning up. Solomon was turning up. But look what he did to the nation. Remember, through Solomon's sin, the nation was split. That's why you had Northern Kingdom and Judah. But the king still didn't learn, though. Because they were, like you said, Ahaz. It said Ahaz, right? It was Ahaz. It was Ahab, which is the king of Israel, the northern kingdom. And then you have Hosea, which was doing wickedness as well. He was the last one, the last king of the northern kingdom. But just showing forth, they never learned. But read where you at.
And I will forsake the remnant of my inheritance.
Go ahead.
And deliver them into the hand of their enemies.
Read.
And they shall become a prey and a spoil to all their enemies.
Oh, where you at?
2 Kings chapter 21.
You gotta talk louder because you're talking to the people online.
2 Kings chapter 21 and verse 14.
There it is. 2 Kings chapter 21 and verse 14. Go ahead.
And I will forsake the remnant of my inheritance and deliver them into the hand of their enemies.
Read.
And they shall become a prey and a spoil to all their enemies.
This is what our actions caused the Most High to do to us. He forsook us. That's why your situation's hard. It's like there's no way to get out. Because the Most High wants you to depend on Him. Stop depending on you. You ain't never did it the right way. We ain't never did it the right way. But what are we doing? We still trying to get it like our ancestors got it. I'm going to the Ouija board. You know, I'm going down to a conscious planet. I'm going to have Oshun and Ogun to get my spirit right. Like, come on, man. Keep reading.
Because they have done that which was evil in my sight.
Read.
And have provoked me to anger.
Go ahead.
Since the day their fathers came forth out of Egypt, even unto this day.
Think about that. It's been going on since Egypt. Rebellion. Individuals thinking that they know how to live. I know what I'm going to worship. I do what I want to do. Yeah, but look at your life. You in crumbles. You know how you said your life is in shambles. You're living a hell of a life. Just because of what? Ecclesiastes 3 and 26. Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 3 and verse 26. Is everybody following? Locking in? We're going to get up in here a little bit. We only got one more part to this. But we're gonna deal with a lot of just the Babylonian captivity. So I'm gonna go into that a little bit deeper for further classes. So be ready for that. But read where you at.
Ecclesiasticus 3:26.
Go ahead.
A stubborn heart shall fare evil at the last.
See, a lot of our brothers and sisters are stubborn. But what the Most High said is that, listen, you're gonna have a calamity at your end that's gonna have you scared. It's gonna have you double think what the heck you've been doing for so many years. Like Manasseh. Manasseh had to double think what he was doing for all those years. But we do the same thing. We go through these trials. We be like, what did I deserve to go through this? Or what did I do that I'm going through this? Read.
And he that loveth danger shall perish.
See, a lot of blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans love danger. We love pushing things to the edge. We love to straddle the line between good and evil. It says, he that loveth danger shall perish therein. Manasseh did what? He loved danger. That's why he was doing. How bold can you be to put an image in the temple of the Most High? Are you even an Israelite? Huh? You know how your grandma used to say, stop acting like a heathen. Huh? He acted like a heathen. Read.
Verse 27.
Go ahead.
An obstinate heart shall be laden with sorrow.
Yeah, an obstinate. Let's get this definition. An obstinate heart shall be laden with what does it say? Sorrows. What you got?
Obstinate. Stubbornly refusing to change one's opinion or chosen course of action, despite attempts to persuade one to do so.
Think about that. Did we hit the scripture last time? Good. Yeah. A stubborn mind. You don't want to change. And I know Manasseh was getting what? Guidance. Hey, King, I wouldn't do that. I mean, shut the hell up. Okay, King, all right. A stubborn mind, but a lot of our people are stubborn. We don't want to change our ways from what we used to know. The way that we were brought up in the world, what our parents taught us, what society taught us, what your next door neighbor told you, and what he had you do. A lot of us are ingrained in that and not trying to change to what the Most High requires for us to be safe. That's why a lot of us, our people love danger. You love danger. You love it. And you love it. Pimp C, by the way. But still, the scripture says that you would think to have it as a friend, but at the end, bro, it is your enemy. It is your enemy. Did I put that in there? I didn't. But read 27 again. I'll hit it.
Verse 27. An obstinate heart
Go ahead.
shall be laden with sorrow.
It should be laden with sorrows. You're going to have a continual trial or a trail of sorrows in your life. Why? Because you're hard-headed. You're stubborn like Manasseh. He wanted to do it. You think it's any different? Just because in our mind we literally psych ourselves out to say, I'm not going to follow that. That you're different from him. You ain't different from him. The only thing is he physically did it. You mentally do what? Shit, I be damned. And then you do what? Don't do it. It's the same spirit. Stubbornness. Our people had stubbornness on them. Go ahead.
And the wicked man shall heap sin upon sin.
Why? Because you're not allowing the spirit of the Most High, like it said in Acts 7, that you resist the Holy Spirit. You resist it. You resist what is going to give you life. What's going to hydrate you, man. A lot of our brothers and sisters looking thirsty, man. Looking thirsty. But why? It's because you're hard-headed. Read.
Verse 28.
In the punishment of the proud.
In the what?
Punishment of the proud.
Go ahead.
There is no remedy.
There is no remedy. But I'm going to show you why there's no remedy. Because you chose that route over and over and over. And the Most High tried to help you out. The Most High gave Manasseh, Hezekiah, his father, as an example of how to live. He saw how his dad died in peace. But what'd he do? He wanted to do what he wanted to do. Shit. Dad was a man. He did what he wanted to do. But you know what? Me and Baal and Esdras finna have a hell of a good time. Okay? Just understand that you are going to reap what you sow. Hands up, don't shoot. You can choose whatever you want to. And that's the beautiful thing about the Most High. It's like, bro, I'm putting in front of you life or death. Choose. He ain't tripping. You just got to catch that whooping. Our people have to continually catch this whooping until we do what? Wake up. But the Most High said that the punishment of the proud, there is no remedy. Go ahead.
For the plant of wickedness.
For the what?
Plant of wickedness.
Go ahead.
Hath taken root in him.
Yeah, you done had a small grain of evilness and how it's overtaken you. That small grain of wickedness that you entertain a little bit and you get deeper and deeper as the months go on. It says what?
For the plant of wickedness hath taken root in him.
Because we go after that rather than 2 Esdras 7 and 20. This is why there's no remedy for the wicked. This is why the Most High said that you done did so much evil in my sight. You gotta go. You got to go. This is 2 Esdras chapter 7 and verse 20.
2 Esdras 7 and verse 20.
You gonna wait till everybody gets it? What page you on?
Page 22.
Page 22, all right. 2 Esdras chapter 7 and verse 20. Go ahead.
2 Esdras 7 and verse 20. For there be many that perish in this life.
Say it again.
For there be many that perish in this life.
Why? Read.
Because they despise the law of the Most High.
They did what?
Despise the law of the Most High.
People die. People have a hard life because you disobey and despise. Give me a definition of despise, Shaquat. You despise the Most High and what He's given you. You know what? You need to go do what? You go worship Ma'at. What's his name? The 32 principles of Ma'at. Have y'all read those basic elementary kindergarten laws? Have you read them, Ron? Oh, you need to.
John.
You know why? People really want to gas up Ma'at, whatever you want to call them. Yeah. Like this is real knowledge. Oh my God. Do I got to go to the laws and statutes to really show you real laws? People don't understand that laws and statutes are supposed to govern a body, govern a group of individuals. That ain't governing. You know why? There's so many loopholes. It's like Esau made that. Just like the same person that read the hieroglyph on the walls. It's like he made that up. Because it was like ABC 1, 2, 3. Thou shalt not be bad. Like, for real? How not to be bad? Cats is slow. Bro, slow. Everybody do yourself a favor. Look that up. Not today. Not tonight, right now. Homework. And come back and tell me next class. Y'all gonna laugh. You're gonna have a good chuckle. Because you're gonna be like, this is what y'all doing all that for? Nah, you know what it is? They despise the Lord of the Most High. They don't want to be pure. Brothers and sisters don't want to have a real standard. Manasseh didn't want to have a real standard like his father. Why? Because it takes effort. It takes you canceling out the old man to where you're like, you know what? Let me just kill. Not literally. They used to say in the military, kill yourself. Kill the old you. Put him down. Whenever you're inside your body, your mind, you start, doing something negative or opposite of the Most High, you gotta be like, whoa, nope. I don't want to get beat up. I want to keep my fingers. I want to keep my hands. I want the Most High to bless me. What does despise mean?
Despise. To look down on with disrespect.
To do what?
To look down on with disrespect.
People, brothers, sisters, we look down on the Most High with disrespect. Why though? Because you can't do the things that you want to. Like Paul said, can't have me to do the things which I will allow. But Manasseh wanted to do all those wickedness. Go ahead. What else you got?
To regard as worthless.
Say it again.
To regard as worthless.
That's what the Most High looks at us whenever we don't apply the scriptures. Look at us as what?
Worthless.
Worthless. You think the Bible and the scriptures is worthless? Read back where you at in 2 Esdras. Hold the definition.
2 Esdras 7 verse 20. For there be many that perish in this life.
Go ahead.
Because they despise the law of the Most High.
You thought the law of the Most High was what?
Worthless.
Worthless. Like it wasn't going to bring you nothing. This was going to show you who's actually read through the law. Anybody? Anybody? Who's read through the law, man? Huh? You know how many laws is? You know how many pages I can go through the law? This is life. This is better than the Ten Commandments. Not Ten Commandments. This is better than how many Bill of Rights we got? Anybody Bill of Rights? Anybody? Political science? Anybody? 50 Bill of Rights? Whatever. This right here is way better. But we despise, we don't even go into it. We don't even see what the laws are, man. We got laws against zoophilia, man. Who got laws like that? Like you can't have sex with an animal. Who has that balance? Nobody does. But when it comes to the law of the Most High, what happens? We neglect it because it don't sound like what? 21 Savage. You know what I mean? It ain't sound like Beyonce. Beyonce seem like she live a free life, man. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, all them rappers, you know, YG having a hell of a life, drinking, putting Henny on women. 10 Bill of Rights. There it is. You know, whatever rights you have in your city. The Most High, these laws, we despise them though. But it shows in our actions, and that's why Manasseh had the end that he had. But this is what he did. This is why there's no remedy for the wicked. This is why the Most High was like, nah, Israel gotta go. Because I keep giving you these things that you don't want to hear. Read. I gotta get through this. That is set before them. Go ahead. For the Most High have given straight commandments. He did what? Given straight commandments. He's given us. Y'all gotta hear what the Bible and how it's saying. He gave us straight commandment. You don't have to like duck under and like, oh, I really think it means something deeper. No, it was straightforward. Thou shalt not eat pork. You shall eat of an animal with cloven foot that cheweth the cud. Come on, simple. It ain't rocket science. Straight commandments. Go ahead. To such as can. Go ahead. What they should do to live. Go ahead. Even as they can. Read. And what they should observe to avoid punishment. And what they should observe to avoid punishment. But a lot of us, we overlook these small, minute details of what the Most High is telling us. He's given us the principles to what? The foundation to avoid punishment. But we love it. The wicked love the danger. 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 Y'all know it. Get on the floor. Finish right here. Sing it, right? Bro, cats love that dark side. It's like, nothing wrong with the song. I'm just saying, it's just like, I'm equating it to just the danger. We love the dark side. Read. Verse 22. Go ahead. Nevertheless, they were not obedient. They were what? They were what? Not obedient unto him. That's why there's no remedy. That's why the Most High had to smash Jerusalem. Samaria. Samaria is the first one to go. And that's what they were saying when they came to Hezekiah. Like, we already got Samaria. Who saved them there? The Most High gave up our people, the northern kingdom. Go ahead. But spake against him. And imagined vain things. Mm-hmm. And deceived themselves. They did what? Deceived themselves. It says they imagine vain things. A lot of times the way that you think is off. Your thought process and how we understand what we want in regards to what the Most High wants is vain, which means worthless, is nothing. My thoughts are garbage, man. I gotta come to that understanding that my thought process is void of understanding. But are we humble enough? Are you humble enough to say that to yourself to where that you're doing things that will allow you to avoid punishment? See? But when that pride comes in, we don't think like that. We don't have that mentality of, you know what? Let me just say I don't get it. I really don't, because the last 20 years of my life has been hell. I haven't had anything, haven't maintained nothing. I feel like I'm a wrecking ball. I feel like I'm a ball of emotions. I feel like I'm on the brink of snapping. Yeah, so if that's you, the Most High is saying that you got to understand that your mind is vain. It's okay. We're all like that. I'm going to let y'all know we're all like that. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. That's why the Most High has given us the commandment. But it says that we didn't obey it. We were thinking vain things. Go ahead. And deceived themselves by their wicked deeds. Go ahead. And said of the Most High that he is not and knew not his ways. Yeah, and said to the Most High that he is not and knew not his ways. I'd be like, yeah, the Most High ain't real. Because you be so entangled. Manasseh was so entangled with what he was doing. Man, I ain't believing the God of Israel, please. I'm the God of Manasseh. You heard my name, say it right, Manasseh. He probably was a fool with it, man. He had to be. If he was putting idols in the temple, he was a fool. And I'm talking about all the way live. There's so many songs, all the way live. I don't know about that. Y'all might, all the way live. But keep reading.
Verse 24.
Go ahead.
But his law have they despised.
Read.
And they denied his covenant.
They denied the covenant. They denied the promised land, the wealth, being over nations. They denied that. To be what? Like everybody else? Think about that. We work so hard to be like everybody else. Look like them, act like them, talk like them, live like them. Like this ain't really living. Like having your next door neighbor be able to hear your music, that ain't living. You in an apartment, you can't even turn up the sound system. Why? They banging on your door. Like, God, can a brother live? Dang. I'm jamming a little Linux, man. Let me vibe. It's been a hard day at work. Yes, you're in captivity. Think about it. Think about it. But we deny. That's why we're in the position that we're in. We could have had that. I'm going to show you why, brothers, why the Most High said y'all going to get together on the Sabbath. We had so much land. It was separated. You wasn't going to be no excuse. You're going to come together. The Most High gave us everything we wanted. But we denied it for what? The peace pipe. We denied it for the Rillo. That Titan Rillo, man. That Titan Rillo, that Garcia Vega. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? Bro, a lot of people give their spirits to weed, pills, alcohol, women, clothes, but we denied the covenant. That's what we brought ourselves into, this punishment. Go ahead.
In his statutes, have they not been faithful?
We haven't. We've been faithful to everybody else. We got a relationship with everybody else except the Most High. Come on, man. Think about it. When the last time you opened up your Bible, man? When the last time you prayed to the Most High? When the last time you gave some alms? It ain't gotta be money. When the last time you gave alms? Gave your spirit, man. You sat in the Sabbath class about 5 hours, knowing that the Most High sees, and you know you want to get up and get that burger. But you're like, you know what? No, I'm gonna sit right here and stay in class and get these precepts, man. That burger can wait. I know y'all be hungry. But still, that's sacrifice. But do we think that? It says that, and have not performed his works. We performed our works. Manasseh performed his works. Jump back to 2 Kings 22 and 16. Sorry, y'all. Those little scratchy.
2 Kings chapter 21 and verse 16.
Go ahead.
Moreover, Manasseh shed innocent blood very much.
Yep.
Till he had filled Jerusalem from one end to another.
Think about that. He's a maniac, man. Maniac. Go ahead.
Beside his sin, wherewith he made Judah to sin.
Read.
In doing that which was evil in the sight of the Lord.
Go ahead.
Now the rest of the acts of Manasseh and all that he did, and his sin that he sinned,
go ahead.
Are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Judah?
It is, because it's going to give us a foreshadowing of what he did. But we're not going there. You can go. Read. Check that out. Get that preset. Go ahead.
And Manasseh slept with his fathers. And was buried in the garden of his own house.
Think about that. He couldn't even he couldn't sleep with Hezekiah. You wicked individual. You going to sleep in your garden. Our people died together. Well, not died together. They put them in the same burial place. Just like we read in the Sabbath reading about Abraham had his wife, Isaac, and Jacob. They were all buried in the same area. Go ahead.
In the garden of Uzzah. And Amon, his son, reigned in his stead.
Let's see. Now Amon, his son. Let's see what he did. Go ahead.
Amon was 22 years old.
Go ahead.
When he began to reign. And he reigned 2 years in Jerusalem.
Right.
And his mother's name was Meshulameth.
Where you at? Yeah, Meshulameth. Go ahead.
The daughter of the wives of Jotham.
Go ahead.
And he did that which was evil in the sight of the Lord.
He obviously didn't learn. He didn't learn. He learned to do what? Wickedness. He did exactly like his father did. Go ahead.
As his father Manasseh did.
But check this out. Go ahead.
And he walked in all the way that his father walked in.
Oh my goodness. Go ahead.
And served the idols that his father served.
He did everything that his father did. Like his father, like son on some occasions. Go ahead.
And worshipped them. And he forsook the Lord God.
He did what?
Forsook the Lord God.
Do we forsake the Most High? Have you forsaken the Most High? When do you forsake the Most High? Has there been an occasion where you forsook the Most High? I got to keep throwing this out in different ways because a lot of times we forsake the Most High. I'm going to show you how small and very, again, small it can be. You forsake the Most High in your thought process. You know, my spirit say talk to the sister, talk to the brother. What I'm going to do? Shit, nah, I'm good. Shit, I ain't going to talk to him anyway, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you don't even know you don't even know how I used to be, man. I used to be. You forsook the Most High right then and there. Because you forsook the way of doing things. You wanted to do it your way. You're not walking in his way. That's why the scripture said above, you didn't perform his works. We forsake the Most High in the smallest things, man. You know what I'm saying? Laziness. What you got, Allison?
Does it say how long Manasseh reigned for?
Or
his age that he died?
Yeah, it said he reigned 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah. That's verse 19. Yeah, he reigned 2 years. Wait till you see some other reignings. You'd be like, God, Lee, that brother got snatched up. But Manasseh did everything his father did. Go ahead.
Verse 22. And he forsook the Lord God.
He did what?
Forsook the Lord God of his fathers, and walked not in the way of the Lord.
We gotta see this. We ask for so much of the Most High, but we do so little for him because we don't walk in his ways. But I'm gonna show you what happened to Amon. So I'm gonna show you what happened to him. Because he followed his father. This is the Most High that did this. Go ahead.
And the servants of Amon conspired against him.
His who?
The servants of Amon conspired against him.
His own servants in his household, homies, his homies right next to him. The Most High had them do what?
And slew the king in his own house.
Think about that. The people that you think that's going to guard you did what?
Slew the king in his own house.
Think about that. How you get killed by your homies? The Most High put that spirit on them. Like, you done. 2 years, you got to go. Check this out. Read.
And the people of the land slew all them that had conspired against King Amon.
Think about that. But now the land killed the ones that killed Amon. Why? Now they could have been the last ones that was trying to be righteous. Who knows? Who knows why they killed him? But they knocked him off. They said he was doing things just like his father. They said, "Oh hell no, we're not going to continue in wickedness. You got to go." But then what? The people of the land killed those that killed him. It's chaos, man. Go to Proverbs 4:19. Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 19. Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 16.
Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 19.
Go ahead.
The way of the wicked is as darkness.
Go ahead.
They know not as what they stumble.
Yeah, they don't. Think about it. He didn't know he was going to get slaughtered by his own people. He didn't know he was going to get killed by his close homies. Because a lot of times those individuals that's in your realm, that's your servants, you know them. You chose them. They're near and direct to you. It was personal, man. It was personal, but it says the way of the wicked is as darkness. That's why a lot of individuals that are doing wickedness, they don't know what the heck's going on. They're just rolling with the punches in wickedness and evilness. They look sick, wanting, because they don't know what they're doing. You're in confusion. You got to go. It's funny because even when you deal with the Egyptology, you start with Egyptology, but then you go to Oshun, which is what? Which is another Hamitic god, which is the water goddess. Then you got to do the Ogun, which is the foot god. It's like, how deep you gonna go? Then I go to Santa Muerte to get the necklaces because I seen everybody else had the necklaces, and I know that worked too. And I know that's from the Nigerian tribe or the Yoruba tribe, so I want to just try that too. It's all together. Who are you teaching that to? You in darkness. Look how they be out. They can't give you nothing. When the last time they asked you about your spirit? They ain't ask you about your spirit because they don't care. They don't even know about their spirit. They don't know Monday from Tuesday. But why? Read it.
They know not at what they stumble.
They don't know where they stumble. Go to Wisdom of Solomon 1:16.
Wisdom of Solomon.
Yep.
1 and verse 16.
Wisdom of Solomon 1:16. Manasseh had the anger of the Most High be put out upon his son, man. Think about it. His son just got killed by his own servants. It was assassination. JFK style. Close quarters, right? Everybody say that's the new conspiracy theory now. It was his wife that shot him. There's a person right there in front of the car in the seat. You know, all these new things are coming up. It ain't nothing new. I believe it. Shoot, look at this. Amon just got by his servants. Read where you at.
Wisdom of Solomon 1 and verse 16.
And this is the scripture that I was quoting earlier, Jay, that you look kind of perplexed on. This is the scripture. Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 16. Check it out.
But ungodly men.
But what?
Ungodly men.
Ungodly men. Go ahead.
With their works.
With their what?
Works.
Did you talk a little bit louder? With their works, which is what? The things that they were doing. Worshiping other gods. Not giving reverence to the Most High. Everything negative. With their works. Go ahead.
And words.
And what?
Words.
I'm trying to tell you, words is powerful. A lot of y'all be talking out the side of your neck. Not knowing that the Most High is recording every idle word that you speak. Read it again.
But ungodly men.
Go ahead.
With their works.
Go ahead.
And words.
Just think about it. Even in your works, if you're contrary to the Most High, what's going to happen? You're going to be boastful. You're going to be prideful. You're going to be speaking like real, like you run some things. Shit, God, I wish God would do that. Shit. I want to see God do that. He ain't nothing. Alright? I'm smart. Alright? You smart? Alright, homie. Oh, you try to do the DJ Khaled on me too. You smart. You brilliant. Yeah, not if you not dealing in the spirit of the Most High. But it says with.
What they say,
oh, here it is. Ooh, give it, pass it to my guy.
No, it's short.
You gotta hear it though.
I did that myself. God didn't do it for me.
Right, we gotta pass the mic. I gotta let everybody hear this. Huh?
My brother says it a lot.
Oh, your kinfolk say it. Okay, pass the mic. The sister's kinfolk. Her neat.
My brother don't believe
and Mono.
Don't believe in God. He says, I said, well, God took care of me. He's like, nah, I did that myself.
Right.
I didn't do nothing for me.
Right, like what was the mayor of New York? What's his name? Kuzak, whatever his name is. Kumo. He said, yeah, God didn't help COVID, we did. Alright. That's why bodies is dropping, alright. But yeah, a lot of people say that. It wasn't God, it was me. Your little weak self? What you got? Pass the mic to him. You gotta talk loud. What you got, a scripture? Oh, you got to hold that. What scripture you got though? In the Apocrypha? Okay, what scripture you got?
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 4.
Chapter 2, verse 4. Hold that. Finish that where you at.
But ungodly men with their works.
Go ahead.
And words cause it to them. For when they thought to have it their friend.
Think about it. You called these actions to you because of your disobedience. Because you were so cocky. Because you were so turned up. And you were so into yourself. It's my prerogative. Alright. Well, let's see if you're singing that song when these hands of the Most High touch you. Huh? That iron fist touch you. Manasseh's son Amon had to feel it. Zedekiah had to feel it. Says they called these things, or when they thought to have it as their friend, because think about it, it feels good when you're cocky. It feels good when you're doing wickedness. Until that turn around and you look at death in the face. Read.
They consumed to know.
Go ahead.
And made a covenant with it.
Go ahead.
Because they are worthy to take part with it.
Think about it. It made a covenant with it. You locked in with that. But go to Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 3. Check this out. I've been hitting this lately, but Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 3. This is what the Most High does with the individual that's ungodly and that doesn't reverence and does not respect what the Most High is teaching and showing him or her. Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 3. For forward thoughts.
Go ahead.
Separate
right
from the Most High.
When you be in that mind of like, I'm gonna do it my way, you're separating from your power, your protection. God, Elohim powers, your protection, right? Go ahead.
And his power.
And what?
His power.
When you deny the Most High, you're denying his power. You're despising it. You're saying it's nothing. This is the mind of... Y'all dealing with the biggest gangster ever alive. Because why? He created the gangster. Read.
When it is tried, reproveth the unwise.
When you try to try the Most High's way, he does what?
Reproveth the unwise.
He reproves the unwise. The unwise get spanked. You get checked. You get literally reprimanded in front of everybody to show that this guy was not the guy to follow. He's wicked, everybody. Don't do as he did. It says he reproved the unwise. So we got to see that the Most High was not playing when it came to Amon. Jump back. Verse 23. Verse 23. Man, time be moving.
2 Kings. Chapter 21 and verse 23.
Go ahead.
And the servants of Amon conspired against him and slew the king in his own house.
Read.
And the people of the land slew all them that had conspired against King Amon.
Read.
And the people of the land made Josiah his son king in his stead.
Go ahead.
Now the rest of the acts of Amon, which he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Judah?
Because it is. But now Josiah is coming up in his stead. Josiah, his son. Let's get it. Chapter 22. So Josiah, so write this down. Josiah is the 16th king. Hezekiah was the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th. Oh, my apologies. Amon too. Amon was the 15th. Josiah was the 16th. And you can put this down because I didn't tell you. Amon ruled. Amon, A-M-O-N, ruled from 642 to 640 BC. He ruled from 642 to 640 BC, 2 years. He ruled from 642 to 640 BC. And then you have Josiah. Josiah, the 16th king of Judah. He ruled from 640 BC to 609 BC.
Wait, how long did Amon rule?
Said I can hear you.
How long did Amon rule?
Amon ruled for 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, Amon ruled for 2 years. Josiah ruled, and we're going to get into it.
Say that one more time, please.
Yeah, which one? You need Manasseh?
You said 640 BC, like 8 years or something like that?
Oh, okay, no. Josiah ruled from 640 to 609 BC.
What was Manasseh?
31. Say it again.
How long did Manasseh?
Manasseh ruled from 695 to 642 BC. Oh, I didn't give that either, did I? Yeah, 695 to 642 BC. Manasseh ruled for 55 years.
That's a lot of long wickedness.
That's a line of wickedness. The Most High let it last. Yes, sir.
Josiah was the 16th king?
Yeah. Josiah. Yes, sir. Yeah, Josiah was the 16th. We started with the 13th, which is Hezekiah. Yeah, so Manasseh's rule was from 695 to 642 BC.
It's like going backwards, going like 640.
But remember, before Christ, so it's going down to the birth of Christ. 0.
Like in the negative.
No, not the negative. What you got?
It's just going back.
Yeah.
Manasseh, what king?
He was the 14th king.
What?
Manasseh was the 14th king, 695 BC to 642 BC. Amon was 642 BC to 640 BC. Josiah was 640 BC to 609 BC. And I'm going to say this. These are real live individuals. These are real people, real history. That's why they can't say the Bible's fake. I'd be like, have you read it?
Manasseh was the 14th?
Yeah. Manasseh was the 14th. Yeah, we'll go through the reign. We'll go through that Rehoboam, that whole vibe. All right, everybody got that? Everybody online? So we're going to start at 2 Kings chapter 22 and verse 1. 2 Kings chapter 22 and verse 1.
2 Kings chapter 22 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
Josiah was 8 years old when he began to reign.
He was how old?
8 years old.
Go ahead.
When he began to reign.
Think about that. 8 years old. A king. So he was alive when his grandpa was alive, Manasseh. He was alive to see the craziness that he was doing. His father got murdered. That's crazy, man. It's almost like that the episode on Fargo. Anybody seen that? When you see, that was season 4. Y'all probably ain't got there yet. I ain't gonna tell you. But it's funny because this is like you can look at it like it's a legit TV series. Like how you don't saw your father. You probably saw his father get killed. Who knows? Because he got killed in his house. But Josiah started rule when he was 8 years old. Go ahead.
And he reigned 31 years.
He reigned how long?
31 years.
31 years. Go ahead.
In Jerusalem.
Read.
And his mother's name was Jedediah.
Read.
The daughter of Adiah of Baska. And he did that which was right in the sight of the Lord.
Go ahead.
And walked in all the way.
Hold on, wait a minute. He did what?
Did that which was right in the sight of the Lord.
Yeah, see, he did complete opposite of what his forefathers did. You got to ask yourself, how in the heck did your grandpa do wickedness? Your father did wickedness, but she was like, nah, man, I can't do that. Says he did right in the eyes of the Most High. He was aware and alert of what the Most High wanted. He seen death and pillage. He was like, nah, I want no means of that. At 8 years old, believe this 8-year-old is not like an 8-year-old here nowadays in America. Not the same. They were raised differently. The food was different, a lot bigger, a little bit more intuitive. Why? Because they were raised up in the king's palace, so they were definitely taught a little bit more, one-on-one. They probably didn't have, Snapchat and all of Facebook and Instagram and Call of Duty and all those games. There's a little bit more focused, but just showing forth that he was able to reign. Go ahead.
And walk in all the way
right
of David his father.
But think about it. But he saw the examples of his forefathers. He saw what David did. Why? Because they were reading out of the book. They understood good examples. They knew what was right. Think about it, man. Manasseh probably caused mayhem in Jerusalem. I wish they made a movie about it. And then you have Amon right behind him getting slaughtered. They taking him off the throne. Now Josiah is coming in righteousness. The Most High is beautiful how he has things going. Read.
And turn not aside to the right hand or to the left.
This is 8 years old. He didn't turn left or right. Let me show you. Go to Proverbs 20 and 11. Even kids, y'all know what y'all are doing? The little devious mind. You know when you're doing things sneaky. The Most High sees that. You ain't that sneaky. See, what we're seeing is that kids know right from wrong. There's no excuse. I didn't know that. Please, I told you that last week. I told you not to do that. But look what you did. You did it anyway, huh? Why? When you get the answer, because I wanted to. Oh, you little prideful, little stiff-necked little leather butt, huh? You want to have a little leather butt, huh? Okay. But that was Manasseh. That was Amon. But read where you at.
Proverbs chapter 20, verse 11.
Read.
Even a child is known by his doings.
Come on, stop playing. How much more an adult? But it's saying a child is known by his doings. That's why they can say that Josiah didn't turn from the right hand or to the left hand. He was balanced. It's just showing for balance. He was a just ruler. Go ahead.
Whether his work be pure pure.
Go ahead.
And whether it be right.
Like, there's no gray area. Stop playing. That was the world that gives gray areas. Well, he might be a good kid. Hold on. How's the might? Where the might at? Where the might? Because it just says he's known by his doings. What they do. What they show themselves to be as. Read it again.
Even a child is known by his doings. Whether his work be pure.
Go ahead.
And whether it be right.
Yeah, go to Deuteronomy 5 and 32. Because we see that Josiah's works were pure because of examples that he saw further from his father and from his grandpa. That's why when it comes to like these generational curses, like stop playing. You got the might, you have the mental capacity to not go down that same line, especially when you have the knowledge of the Most High. Everybody want to act like they're in the same boat. Oh, my environment. Please. We see plain and simple, this brother's environment did not affect his judgment and how he was moving at 8 years old. So if you want to rely upon an excuse about your environment, you better double look at yourself because an 8-year-old kid is doing something different. An 8-year-old kid is recognizing that I don't want to be like them. Why? Because their life was hard. How they died. I don't want to be like that. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 5 and verse 32. Ye shall observe to do, therefore, as the Lord your God hath commanded you.
And this is what Josiah was doing. He was doing exactly what the Most High commanded his forefathers. Not just him. He was just the one that did what? Got on board. Got on a train ride and let me abide in what the Most High wants from me. 8 years old. Read.
Ye shall not turn aside to the right hand or to the left.
Yeah, you're going to be balanced. This is what he knew. That's why it said that he didn't turn from the left or the right hand. He was just. He was balanced in the law. See, again, we can't have the excuses of what? Our past life. What I had to go through. What I had to see. No, we see plain and simple. This brother's father was murdered. This brother's father was murdered at 8 years old. And he was in the stead. And he was risen up and abided, not like his father did, but like the Most High. The excuses got to stop. We got to stop the excuses. It's either we're just lazy, we don't want to apply ourselves, or you just don't want it, plain and simple. But we're seeing here that what? That environmental philosophy of how you've been tainted, it ain't valid no more. It ain't valid. Because we're seeing, as we come into the knowledge, is that, yes, it happened to you. But that doesn't mean that you have to continue in that. You don't have to continue walking in the effect of what it has done to you. Recognize it for what it is and move on. That's what he just did. He recognized, damn, my father was wicked. He was garbage. You know, the Most High didn't like it. He had to take him out. Why? Because Manasseh did the same thing. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be the complete opposite rather than be in the mirror just like him. We got to see that. He was the opposite of his father. It says he didn't turn aside from the right hand or the left. Go ahead.
Verse 33. Ye shall walk in all the ways.
Love the Bible. Go ahead.
Which the Most High, your power, hath commanded you.
Read.
That ye may live.
That you may what?
Live.
He wanted to live. Josiah wanted to live. I'm not trying to go out like my dad. His story's hot too. But go ahead.
And that it may be well with you. And that ye may prolong your days in the land which ye shall possess.
See, this was on his mind. Who else is trying to have long days? Or y'all trying to die young? Huh? I see death around the... Was it death in my... What was it?
Death around the corner?
Nah, there was another song. Death in my rear view? Or was it death around the corner? Yeah, it's talking about Tupac. Was death around the corner? Yeah, it's talking about death around the corner. Please. I ain't trying to see death around the corner. No, I'm trying to have a prolonged life, brother. I don't need that life, that chaotic life. Yeah, long. I need some peace, man. I'm trying to go to sleep. Man, I'm snoring, drooling. You know, no worries. Peaceful sleep. Josiah knew that. Go to Ezekiel 18 and 14. I'm going to show you something. Ezekiel was in the same time as, he was in the time, during the time of the captivity of Babylon. He was around at this time, man. These prophets were around teaching and showing forth the right example, showing them wisdom, giving them knowledge. Check this out, though. Ezekiel 18 and verse 14. Because we see Josiah is holding a different standard than his fathers. He's holding a different standard. But as we see, it didn't save Israel. He was just a pioneer for what to do and how to do it right. The Most High blessed him. Read where you at.
Ezekiel 18, verse 14.
Go ahead.
Now, Lord, if he beget a son.
If he do what?
Beget a son.
If he begat a son, go ahead.
That seeth all his father's sins.
He does what?
Seeth all his father's sins.
Did not Josiah see all his father's sins plus his grandfather? Read.
Which he hath done.
That's why there ain't no excuse. The Bible cuts it all up. Emotep ain't giving you this. Huh? L. Ron Hubbard, he ain't doing it. Scientology, you pay him for too many books. Your life is still horrible. You still ain't past the stellar cosmos. Read it again.
Now, Lord, if he beget a son,
right,
that seeth all his father's sins, which he hath done,
read,
and consider it,
and does what?
Consider it.
He considers it, which means what? Should I follow or should I not? You know what? I'm looking at the outcome. He on the floor right now, man, in his PJs, man. I ain't liking that, man. Says he considered it. Go ahead.
And doeth not such like.
And do what?
Doeth not such like.
Why? Because he knew that was off. Josiah had to. He's 8 years old. Why can't we comprehend this? Why can't we comprehend this? Don't follow negative. Don't follow the bad example. Read it again. Or last precept?
Last precept. Which he hath done.
Right.
And consider it. And do it not such like.
Read.
That hath not eaten up upon the mountains.
Upon the mountains. Go ahead.
Neither have lifted up his eyes to the idols of the house of Israel.
So he didn't continue in the same abominations that he saw his father do. What you got?
I got 2 scriptures.
Just hold that hold it, please. We're at a couple more minutes. Just write them down. You write them joints down. It says, he eateth not upon the mountains, neither hath lifted up his eyes to the idols of Israel. Read.
Hath not defiled his neighbor's wife.
Because they were doing that too. Out the spirit. Doing things against the law. These are specific things that he was not doing. That he recognized that was off. Go ahead.
Neither hath oppressed any.
But now he said what?
Neither hath oppressed any.
What did Manasseh do? In the scriptures it said Manasseh shed many innocent blood. All through Israel. He was like, bro, that ain't the standard, man. That ain't what the Most High of our Father told us to do. Read.
Hath not withholden the plague. Neither hath spoiled by violence.
Go ahead.
But hath given his bread to the hungry.
That's the standard. Read.
And hath covered the naked with a girdle.
The opposite. Care, love, tenderness, kind-hearted. Those words. Affectionate. That all the words that we don't know, we don't recognize. Who's kind in here? Anybody kind? Anybody tender-hearted? Anybody compassionate? Sympathetic? Ooh, weird words, right? Weird. A lot of our people, listen, he just said it. Josiah came in the spirit of everything opposite of his father. Fed the hungry. You know, he didn't oppress anybody. Clothe the garment or clothe the naked. Go ahead.
Verse 17.
Read.
That hath taken off his hand from the poor.
He knows that they're in a low estate. He's not knocking them down, kicking them in the face. You little dirty scoundrel. No, he's not doing that. Read.
That hath not received usury nor increase.
Think about that. A lot of times, usury on your own people. You're taxing your own people. We're going to get into that further into the story. Read.
Hath executed my judgment.
Has done what?
Executed my judgment.
Yeah, has executed the Most High's judgments. Go ahead.
Hath walked in my statutes.
Read.
He shall not die for the iniquity of his father.
Think about that. Whenever you hold your stand, do what's right. He said he won't have to deal with the situations that his father had to deal with. Walked in his statutes. Executed his judgments. He shall surely live. Read.
He shall surely live. As for his father.
Go ahead.
Because he cruelly oppressed.
Right.
Spoiled his brother by violence.
Did not Manasseh do that? Yes. Go ahead.
And did that which is not good among his people.
Read.
Lo, even he shall die in his iniquity.
He will. And a lot of individuals don't understand. You're going to get punished after death. after death. That should be a Hebrew Israelite song. We gotta make a song called After Death. Bring it to light. Casting us a game. If you really finna just die of COVID and that's it, please. You finna catch COVID and a hell of a lot more. 2 Kings 22:7. Actually, you know what? It's 9. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna go into Josiah next class, but we're gonna end it, hopefully. Probably not. Because I don't want to just go right into Josiah. Just showing forth again, Josiah was different from his father. But next class we're gonna go a little more in detail about Josiah and see the good works. And we're probably gonna get up to the first siege. Because one thing about Jerusalem, it was sieged twice. So it wasn't just one takeover. It was multiple occasions of things adding up to us completely being taken out of Jerusalem in 586 BC by King Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon. So brothers and sisters, hopefully the class was definitely fulfilling, entertaining, but knowledgeable. All right. We will be back Thursday. Houston has class tomorrow. Greatly appreciate you being here online. Brothers and sisters in class, let them know. Shalom. Shalom. Till next time. I gotta use the bathroom.
Judah, 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 Judah. Judah, 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 Judah. The scepter will never leave Judah. The scepter will never leave Judah. The scepter will never leave Judah. I'm Judah. Christ sprang out of Judah. King David was Judah. King Asa was Judah. Don't crowd me up, who gon' rouse me up? Alistair Crowley, your time is up. It's a big mess, I gotta clean it up. Esau, the end of my kingdom's up. On the eagle's neck, I'll press. I woke up from my rest. My rulership is up next.